fart of humanity.
I forgot I have an appointment tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
We're doing the show, so you might have to feed the boys again, knowing how that office goes.
Yeah. Oh, God damn it. Thank you.
I'll go get more smokes here shortly.
No worries. So. What's up?
Oh boy.
Lap time.
Never ask.
I know, it's just like, I'm coming up. You better make room.
You know.
Here comes the lap boy. Ready for some political fuba? Yes. Political fuba tomorrow.
Yeah. We're doing some prep though to make it a little bit more tolerable.
Hopefully. We'll see. Fuba. Fuba.
Apparently, half the amount of people that voted in 2020 have already early voted.
That's crazy. That's really crazy. That's probably bad news for Trump, I would imagine.
Well, it's about 50-50, like between Republicans and Democrats
really?
that early voted.
Typically, like, early voting and stuff leans Democrat.
Yeah. But no, like, they can see, like, the reported party of people that early voted. Granted, I guess if you're a registered Republican, you don't have to vote for the
That's
Republican
crazy.
candidate.
If it's 50-50 pretty much early voting numbers, then that just leans right into the coin flip of this.
Yeah. So people would have to hope that some of those Republicans early voted, but still voted for Kamala.
Yeah. You know roughly what time you guys are starting? I don't, honestly. I just texted the guys to ask, like, hey, what time you want to go live tomorrow?
I think the very first polls close at like around 3 our time.
Yeah, we should probably be live by then. I hate polling. Well, I mean, it's useful in the run-up to the election to get the temperature, but, like, as it gets closer to election day, they just become skibbity as fuck. They're just...
Well, like, people, like I said, half of the people have already voted, so whoever's being polled now, that doesn't tell you exactly how it's gonna go.
Right.
It's probably people that already voted are just kind of like, meh.
Yep. It's hard to focus at work with the election. Oh. Yeah. People are just... It's people are nuts, man. It's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be... I'm actually kind of excited for it. It's gonna be fun. Haven't done a big electoral special since 2020. So...
Yeah. Were you, like, guessing it might be Trump even at the end, just because not all the stuff was in yet?
Yeah.
I think Arizona was held up by something.
There was I mean, by the time we went to bed, it looked like it might be Trump still.
It's kind of stupid that they're not allowed to even start counting the early votes until Election Day. Like, I feel like it'd be more convenient to get a little bit ahead, but...
Maybe. Ooh. Jeez. can't think of nothing, baby. I love you.
Love you too.
What are you up to?
Go take a shower.
Oh, yeah. Smokes. Gonna go get smokes. LGBT for Trump, bro. What? What, Tommy? Nah, we ain't getting no more birdies, bro. We ain't getting no more birdies. You kidding me? You just get out of there. Just get out of there. You ain't getting no birdie. You can't have no birdie. Right, D? You don't get no birdie. You know. You know how it go. You don't get no Bernies. Fucking all day, dude. 2 p.m. we got the fucking leaf blower going. 8 a.m. we got the leaf blower going. 10 p.m. we got the leaf blower going. Man, I hope there's not a leaf on that lawn. There better not be a single leaf on that lawn. Better not. Rev it up again, bud. Come on. Yeah, there you go. There might be a single leaf. You better chase it down with the loudest gas engine on the fucking planet, bro. There might be a leaf. Get it. Yes. Blow it. The loudest, most annoying gas engine on the planet is needed to get that one leaf off your lawn. Come on, bud. The world's most annoying sound so that you don't have to rake one leaf off your lawn. Crazy. Oh, keep it going, dude. Yeah, there you go. Might be another leaf. Oh, he found more leaves. Found another leaf. Just fucking unbelievable, bro. Makes me want to just get like a big diesel generator, like one of those freestanding diesel generators, and just run it out here 24/7 until somebody says something, and I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. I just assumed engine noise was kind of the ambiance of this fucking neighborhood. Let's run a big loud diesel generator right by the fence all day and all night. What lawn care do you do, homie? More than you've ever done. I put in my fucking work. I'm a child of the 80s. Our parents didn't call and hire fucking lawn care guys. Our parents had built-in lawn care. So being born in the 80s, I have mowed more lawns than you've probably walked on. I put in my work. What about yours? $19.80, baby. Parents had me mowing before I could walk. What about you make someone think you've never mowed a lawn? Probably because they've never mowed a lawn. I would imagine. I don't think it's common these days. I never see it, in fact. Can I tell you guys, I do not know when the last time was that I left my house to go to the store, right? Heard a lawnmower going, looked, and saw a kid pushing it. It's always a truck with brands on it and 3 Hispanic guys that work for the company, right? I have not seen a kid hustling his lawn in a long time. I don't know. It's got to be 10 years. So when you ask the question, why would somebody question that you've mowed the lawn hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, right? Why would somebody question that? Because they don't have to do it. They never had to. Mom and dad never said, hey, you're going to earn your fucking keep here. Go mow the lawn. Go do the yards. Go, rake the leaves. Go do this. Yeah, they're playing video games. They're doing their own thing. They hear somebody say, oh, wow. Well, how much lawn care have you done, bro? And they say, you tell them hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of lawns. They go like, bullshit. Right? Of course it's bullshit to you. It's bullshit to you because nobody ever made you do a goddamn thing. Right? I'm a bully. I talk shit. You're overrated and toxic. You got 50K new followers in 2 weeks, and not a single one of them has gold teeth. Who do you think has PA? I have no fucking clue. We'll see tomorrow. Nope. My neighborhood is pretty fucking dead center kids. I live in a neighborhood that's right by 3 big schools. Elementary school, middle school, high school, and a community college. So this is Kid Central. And I can't even tell you. I have never one time left my house and seen one of the, dozens of kids that live in this neighborhood mowing their parents' lawn. It just doesn't happen anymore. Doing any kind of chores, really, outside. Yep. We hire a man to do that now. D, don't even get it wound up, bud. Come here. Come here. Sit. Sit. I don't even want to hear it today. You leave Dale alone. He's your friend, and that's his yard, and he can do whatever he wants in there. Understand? Chill out. Chill out. Quiet. Parents are so weird about their kids' safety now. You think that's what it is? I think it's like, I don't want my kid mowing the lawn. It's like, what? I can just tell you right now, bro, if I had kids, there would not be a lawn care company coming out here. It would be taken care of. I'd be like, knock a little off my bill, because I don't need your lawn care. They'd probably say it's either too hot or they're worried about the kid hurting themselves. Yeah, well, good luck with that. Good luck with a kid that's never had chores when they get up into their teens and shit. That ought to be real. Be ready for that. Don't got chores, don't got to earn your keep, got no responsibilities whatsoever. Ooh. You're looking at some teen years right there, baby. Yeah, everything in my neighborhood is just Bermuda grass. Grows like crazy, so you gotta mow it like twice a week. Blah, 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 blah. My cousins never did chores and were once shocked that I knew how to boil tea. Whoa, you knew how to do a thing? My parents had me out mowing the lawn when I was 7 years old, pushing it, edging, doing the, the manual edging, the hoe, the rake, raking leaves, mowing lawns at 7 years old. You're telling me a 7-year-old can't get out and push a lawnmower? It's bullshit. It's just bullshit. You observe them the first few times they do it, so you make sure they're not sticking their hands or something underneath it. You teach them how to do it safely, and then it becomes their fucking problem. You see? And I gotta be honest with you guys, at this age, I'm glad my parents did that to me. I'm glad my parents made me do stuff around the house, gave me chores, taught me how to do stuff, had expectations of me. Right? Beyond just like, stay out of my way. Don't make loud noises. Clean up your room. Like, no. It was, hey, the lawn is your baby, and if it ain't done, you ain't going fucking nowhere. And I could complain about it. I could whine about it. I could think it was unfair. But ultimately, what happened? My ass got out, started the lawnmower, and mowed the lawn so I could go do what I wanted to do. And I genuinely think because of that, I learned that when I was old enough, nobody was going to help me, right? I got to do it with my hands. I got to grab a hold of my life and take care of it because nobody's going to come help me no more. All right, I was ready for that at 18. I don't think kids really even get into shit anymore. I disagree. I think kids are still in trouble. The word you're looking for is discipline? Okay, whatever. I had one of those push mowers. I think that's what spurred me not to want to have a lawn. Yeah, push mowers suck. It sucks to mow the lawn. It really does, man. It's a pain in the ass. But you know what? If you have to do it in order to do the things that you want, it becomes less of a pain in the ass. It's just a chore. And as soon as your child turns 18, right, they're going to need to know how to do some chores. D, come here. Come here. This is it, dude. You're going inside. Stay. Quiet. Hey. Quiet. Middle school science teacher here. These kids are spoiled and undisciplined as hell. Oh. I'm not even really trying to go down that road. I'm not trying to be like, back in my day. I'm trying to go like, dude, you got a kid with like problems in school, whatever, right? Most kids have some kind of problems, right? It's like, I think one of the things that I've noticed lacking is the idea that kids have chores, the kids help around the house, the kids take care of not just their area, they're doing the dishes. I just don't, I presume, because when I walk out in my neighborhood, I never see a kid pushing a mower, right? I presume that kid is also not doing dishes, laundry, right? I just kind of presume that because we've abdicated all responsibility to hire outs, that what's going on outside the house where the kids are completely non-helpful is going on inside the house, right? They're being waited on. hand, foot, being served, and they don't have to do anything. There's no expectation that they do a damn thing for it, right? Well, you raise a kid like that, what are you gonna get? You're gonna get an adult that doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Yeah, they want them quiet and unobtrusive. Give them the video game, give them the cell phone, let them go sit in their room and disappear into the digital fantasy. That makes them quiet so that you can do the things you need to do. Well, sounds like a good workaround, but also sounds like a way to have a fucking nightmare when that kid's 18 and doesn't know how to pull their pants up on their own. You know? My parents were not perfect. My parents made mistakes. My parents were too harsh with me, right? I think. On quite a few occasions. But that being said, by the time I reached 18, I knew what it was that I needed to do. I knew that not a damn thing was going to be handed to me. I knew that them that work eat. All of those things had been taught to me. To be frank with you, by the time I was 10, let alone 18. And so whatever they did correctly or incorrectly, right? That, I believe, was correct. That prepared me. My wife gets mad at me when I try to enforce chores and rules. Why? And I'm not saying like you need to make your child's life some like draconian dungeon or something where they have no fun. It's just like enforce a few rules. Get a piece of butcher paper, write the name, write what the expectations are, right? Get some stickers and put it on there. Do something, right? Find a quick and easy way to show that kid that like, hey, there are things you like doing. Video games, running around, whatever it is kids are into. Being on your phone, you like doing these things. These things are privileges. Here is how your privileges are earned. You will vacuum the whole house twice a week. You will do the dishes after dinner every night without complaining. You will, once a week, get on the lawnmower and get out there and do the lawn. If those three things are not done, if there's not a star next to all three of those things, there's no time for video games. There's no time for your cell phone. There's no time for riding your bike. There's no time for anything. You see? You see how that works? You don't have time to sit on your phone right now because look at your list of chores. The dishes are sitting in the sink. House hasn't been vacuumed. Seems like you get those out of the way. You can sit on your phone all night if you want. But right now, ain't no phone. Sorry. Ain't no tablet. Ain't no video games. Ain't no nothing. Dude, I'd have such a system, bro. If my kid was old enough to have a phone, that phone would be in my possession until everything was done. You want to look at your phone? You want to chill with your friends? You want to get on Roblox or whatever it is you're doing? Mom, can I have my phone? How are the chores looking? Dad, can I have my phone? Didn't hear that vacuum going, right? Uh-oh. Want to play your video game? Mom, I need the controller. Oh? What are you going to do with that? I want to play some video games. Sink's full of dishes. How about you clean that up and I'll give you the controller? You know the rules, right? That's simple. I don't know why people complicate that shit. somebody sent a money bomb. Nice to have this option. I'll ask questions when I'm less stoned. All right, apoplectic Spock. Sorry I missed your fucking thing, but... No iPhones for those under 16. I'd get a 10-year-old an iPhone, but that's because I know how to set up an iPhone for a 10-year-old. At a certain point, you know what I mean? I control what you're looking at. I control what you have access to. You're on my phone, on my network, on my plan, which means that when you turn on that phone, you see exactly what I want you to see, and you see nothing else. It's called parental controls. It's about, using your ability to using parental controls not just on the phone, but at the switch level in your house, right? Just goofy. There are literally like monkey level tutorials that'll teach you how to lock down your internet, lock down any type of cell phone to any level you want. There's no excuse. There's no excuse for, I don't know how to do it. I'm too dumb. My kid has a fit if I take the phone away. But all just excuses. It's all just cope. Yeah, dude, the new iPhone will literally walk you through it like an ape. Like an ape. I just got brand new iPhones a few months ago. You turn them on, they're like, do you want to turn on parental controls? What level of parental controls? How many things do you want? You want to create another account so that you have an account on the phone. Do you want to do this? You want to do that? Get it all done. It's not hard, man. It really isn't. Yeah, I'm fine with that. You got a cell phone. Guess what you can do? There's this crazy fucking thing. You can set up a phone. There's actually two different ways to do it. You can set it up via specific times or via geolocation, to where when the phone is off of your network, it is completely locked down and does nothing but call certain phone numbers like 911, mom and dad. All it can do is text certain phone numbers like 911, mom and dad. So it becomes functionally a get a hold of mom machine when it's off of your network. Isn't that crazy? And then when it's on your network, you decide which hours it turns from an emergency call mom dad phone to, okay, you can get on Roblox. Okay, you can get on Spotify. Okay, right? No excuses to not know what's going on in your house, too. Just make no bones about it. Kids with access to internet are getting interacted with by adults that don't have their best interests at heart. You give unrestricted access to an underage person to the internet, it will not be long until somebody that is not their age finds them and goes to work. That's just the truth. So, guess whose job it is to make sure that doesn't happen? Just like it's your job as a parent to make sure somebody doesn't walk in your front door and groom your child. It is your job as a parent to make sure that somebody is not watching, looking at, grooming your child on the internet. Yes? Yes. How do I deal with social anxiety? Well, I don't know exactly, but there was a tactic I was taught in therapy, not necessarily for social anxiety, but for impinging on anxiety, right? And the tactic is called flooding. What it means is that when your mind is eating itself, you flood your mind with multiple different inputs, objects, right? You could also use flooding as a way, like, let's say that you hate going to the store. You force yourself to go to the store and do a giant shop, right? That's flooding. It's like desensitization via repeated exposure to stimulus. There you go. I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense without the backing of, the actual therapy and stuff, but that is what I learned, right? Exposure therapy, right? Is another, I think it's another term for what I'm talking about, right? When I was taught it, I was taught the term flooding. It means to intercept the anxious response loop, to intercede in that feedback loop by introducing a fuck ton of external stimulus, right? I remember in 5th grade, my homie had the new iPhone 5 and showed everyone porn in the bathroom, right? Just, and by the time the iPhone 5 was out, there's just like no excuse for that. That's just a dumbass parent that handed their kid a phone and let them set it up. It's like, who does that? There's parental controls on every console now. So if your kid's like a big PS5 dude, you can go into the parental controls and set certain times that it's available to be played. Put a passcode on it, right? That won't let anybody play anything on it until that passcode is put in. There's a number of things you can do. Every last one of these consoles has parental locks, parental controls, content controls, internet connection rules, and blah, 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 right? You can take away your kid's ability to interact with people on these fucking things completely. I can see everything my son is on his tablet through my phone. Yeah, duh. Yeah, I mean there are programs now that would allow you to immediately take control of that via a virtual private network that you set up at your home, right? So you could have your phone be at work, see that somebody's tinkering, you get an alert, hey, somebody's on the tablet. You look, you can watch what they're doing, and if they start doing something they're not supposed to do, you can take control of the tablet and shut it down. Right? This is all available to you as a parent. It's just that most parents throw their hands up in the air and don't use it. Or they don't want to deal with the blowback from a kid that's used to having unrestricted access getting restricted. I say blowback is part of parenting. Every goddamn thing you try and implement is going to be blowback. Suck it up. you doing, Duddy? You monitoring? You in monitor mode? You in turret mode right now? He's in turret mode. I'll show you guys. What? No, I'm not getting up. Here, I just want to show everybody turret mode. Turret mode. Scanning. 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 What a goof. What a goofy boy you are, D. I don't even know what to do with you, homie. Yeah, it's a little Pingu on the back. A little Pingu character. A little anime penguin. I think they call him a Pingu. It's very cute. It's very cute. Do you want to come see me all the way? Come on. Yes. Yes. They like your Pingu. They like your Pingu. Your Pinkie Pie sweater. They like it. They said it's very handsome on you. They said it's very becoming on you. He said it's very becoming, is what they said to me. They like it, is what they said. Yes. Oh, D. You gonna get down? Okay. Okay. That's Cricket. Cricket's indoors. Doing kitty business, man. If I had to guess right now, Cricket is probably laying on his cat tree, looking out the window, soaking up some sun, getting a kitty nap in. Right around 4 o'clock is when Cricket starts to get hungry, because that's around the time we feed the boys in the evening. Both of them get a little morning breakfast, kibbles, just a little bit, and then they get their evening meal. So Cricket will start prowling around and grousing about an hour. But right now, if I had to take a guess at it, I would say Cricket is probably on his cat tree, curled up, having a kitty nap, preparing himself for kitty business down the road. Yeah, get him a cell phone. Lock it the fuck down and monitor every goddamn thing they do on it. And pay attention to when your kids goes out with their friends and goes to the, you know what I mean? What are they accessing? What are they up to? Enforce a little bit of boundary on your child. That's, you know, it's kind of the point, right? What do I think of Bulgaria? Bro, I'm American, man. You know what I know about Bulgaria? Some Bulgur wheat comes from Bulgaria, dude. And I like a Bulgur wheat muffin, bro. You ever had a like a 9-grain Bulgur wheat muffin? Bro. That's pretty good. But that's about it, man, about Bulgaria that I could give you. Bulgarians be having some wheat. Okay? So you're calling them weak as fuck? No. I just said I know they got Bulgar wheat muffins. Bro, you're trying to get me to say something mean about Bulgarians, and I just got done telling you the only thing I know about them is that they make good-ass wheat muffins. You're trying to get me to say something nasty about Bulgarians. How could I? I don't know a damn thing about them, other than that they got wheat muffins. That's it. Don't put words in my mouth, okay? Dude, I'm a yapper. What I said is what I said is what I said. It's much better. Much better. How does that auto translate to weak AF? Man, there's a goofy in here. There's a goofy up in here, bro. I think there's a couple goofies hanging around in here, bro. And let me tell you guys a little something since I got your captive audience here. I got your attention, your captivated attention. I'm from California, okay? Born and raised. And let me tell you a little something, dude. There's a couple of things that I've noticed, right? Number one, goofies exist all over this country outside of California, right? And when goofies come to Cali, they get dealt with quick. Okay? So what I'm saying is like, if you're a goofy, stay goofy, but also stay where you're at. You know what I mean? We don't deal with goofies down here. They don't last. Hey, baby.
You're so sweet. I want to say one for me.
Mm-hmm. Nope, I can't think of nothing. Okay. Riverside got hella goofies. Hey, look, I'm not saying that Cali doesn't create its own goofies. I'm just saying there's like a goofy check system here. A goofy doesn't get far here. But like, I feel like in Nebraska, a goofy can just goof. You know what I mean? I feel like in a lot of these states, because we're floating so much tax money out of California to keep it floating, you know what I mean? I'm glad that a goofy has a place they can live, but you got to keep it there, is what I'm saying. You can be goofy as you want in Kansas, because like literally the only people that could possibly even see or hear it are flying over your state to go somewhere that matters, right? But don't come to California with your goofy, with your Kansas goofy, your South Carolina goofy. It's just going to get checked super hard up in here. You know what I mean? We don't put up with it. Got a short fuse over here for the goofy.
I will say I know someone that moved to Nebraska briefly, and they were surrounded by too much goof.
I know. What I'm talking about, there's a lot of people that would say, "Oh, this is bullshit," blah blah blah. Dude, I've been everywhere, man. I've lived here, there, and everywhere, and I've traveled pretty widely in this country, bro. And you know what I found outside of California? Goofies. Goofies. Goofies here, goofies there, goofies everywhere. And like, you got to check your goof at the door when you come into Cali. Because if you bring that goof out in public, it ain't going to be long before somebody checks it. People from Bakersfield goofy? I don't know. Yeah. Bakersfield is kind of a goofy town.
But they're looked down on by everyone else in
Exactly.
California as a result.
California is like, if you anywhere in California, Bakersfield is the bottom of the barrel. It's the example that you give of the bottom of the barrel. So yeah, we concentrate our goofies in certain parts in California, and one of them is Bakersfield, bro. See, that's why, like, when I'm pulling through Bakersfield, and you can ask Amelia about this, there's one place I stop because I know it, right? One place. There's one gas station I'll go to. There's one Starbucks I will stop at in Bakersfield. Am I wrong?
Nope.
It's the fucking
I think we tried one time at a different one and it was awful.
It's the Olive Avenue exit.
Yeah.
That's the only one I will take. Yeah. It's it, right? Because, and here's why, right? I take that one because I know the exact, now, how to get back on the freeway from there? Goofy. It's goofy. But I know the goof, right? I know how goofy it is, and I know how to goof the floof. But you get off somewhere else in Bakersfield, or God forbid, you're on some sort of like work trip that's happening on some convention in Bakersfield. Oh, get ready for Goofy City, bro. Hope you didn't rent a car. You know why? Your car will get hit. That's why I don't get off but on that one place in Bakersfield, and then I'm through. Goofies, bro. They'll be tapping your bumper. They'll be parking lot disease all over your car. These people are goofies.
Starting you for retarded reasons, like
Yep.
not understanding there's a painting on the back of a U-Haul truck.
Dude, we got stopped in Bakersfield, or near Bakersfield, right? You know those U-Haul trucks, right? We had rented a U-Haul, and on the back of it, they've painted like a painting of stuff in the truck, right? Does that make sense? Like it says, pack up now, super savings event, and like, and it shows boxes in the truck. Bro, we were near Bakersfield. I shit you not. This blew my fucking mind, right? This is what we're talking about, goofies. Some dude comes pulling up next to me, right? Pulling up next to me, he's like honking. And I roll my window down. He's like, dude, the back of your thing is open, man. And I was like, oh shit, thanks, bro. I whipped over. I'm like, fuck, what? I go back there. It's closed. He saw the painting. I almost pulled off without, like, while Amelia was getting in the car, I was so fucking pissed. I almost goofied my wife. You gotta be joking with me, right? Goofy. Straight up goofy. That's Wile E. Coyote goofy. This motherfucker, yeah, that dude would, if somebody painted a tunnel on the side of his house, he would walk face first into his own wall.
Someone painted a tunnel on the mountain, it'd be like fucking Wile E. Coyote.
I've never even seen anything like it, bro. Goofies. Cincinnati, city of the goofies. No, he wasn't trolling, bro. His face was, he was terrified for me. He was trying to get, he was like, he's like, bro, your shit's open, man. It's wide open back there, bro. No, he was, the goofy was real, bro. The goofy was real. Whew. California's full of liberals. That's the problem. You don't know shit about shit, bro. You know where I was in California? We're talking Bakersfield. We're talking the Inland Empire. We're talking Central California.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the last Speaker of the House the Republican was from Bakersfield.
Our last 3 governors before the current was Republican. Don't talk to me. You don't know shit. You tuned into Fox News, and somebody at Fox News told you there's nothing but liberals here. Bro, where I live, you can't find one. Dead red. Ooh.
Especially in our district, because they threw the goofies in with our district for some reason.
Yep. Yep. Lots of goofies. Talking Bakersfield, that's deep red. That's farmer towns. You know what I mean? This is deep red. Everywhere up and down that central fucking California corridor.
Trump sign after Trump sign.
Trump. It's like you're in
Dump
fucking
Newsom.
It's like you're in Mississippi or some shit, bro. People don't even understand. California is fucking huge and diverse. No guns, nothing. Bro, I defy you to come and check and see if we got guns here in Cali. Dude, if you listen too close to that Fox News and you think everybody here is just like, oh, sir, you're going to get that bang bang quick. No CCW? There is CCW in Cali. It just requires licensure. Next. Probably more guns in this state than the next 10 of your southern states. Get absolutely flipped, oiled up, and roasted. Just like happens, bro. You guys don't understand. You're messing with California. You're not going to slip one past me, bro. Some little dude in here, some little goofy the other day was in here, and he was like, man, what set you bang? What set you bang? And I just told him, I was like, we don't play around with that shit here in California. He was like, oh, you pussy bitch, California pussy bitch, bro, pussy. I was like, where are you from? It's like, North Carolina. I bang blood. And I was like, dude. It's like, how do you even help a motherfucker like that? You know where the blood started, homeboy? You know I'm a Crip killer. South Carolina. Blah, blah. It was like, what? Straight goofy. And if he brought that energy into California, he's going to get bang bang real quick. Come up here throwing up his weird little fucking North Carolina gang signs, stacking and shit. He's going to get fucked up. Blah! Certified goofies get wet up here. No fucking hesitation. I invite you to test it. I invite you to test it. It doesn't always necessarily mean you get shot. It means there will be a hand there to slap your mouth. If you're lucky. There'll be a hand there to slap your mouth. You bring your goofy out in public in California, and it's not going to be that many blocks that you wander before somebody puts something in your mouth for you. If you're lucky, it'll be the flat of their hand. If you're not lucky, pick your poison. Chicago's hella goofy, bro. They took the California gangland style and invented their own little Chicago way of doing it. But when they bring it over here, it's just bang, bang. They keep it in the Midwest, bro. They keep it in the cornfields out there. Trust me. Chicago don't fucking draw no water out here. They keep it in the cornfields and the soybean plantations and shit. They might run the block up there in the cornfields and shit, but they do not land here without checking in, and that's just the truth. Just the way it works, man. Where do you think this shit was invented? Dude bangs blood on the East Coast and is talking to somebody who was born and raised Cali about how Cali's soft. You feel me? Based on what? You watch Fox News, and you think everybody here just is like, won't kill a fly because they're afraid it'll send them extinct or some shit? No guns, right? Is that what you think? Is that what they're telling you on Fox News? That there's no guns, that people don't get gaffled up here 24/7, 365, and that we're goofies out here? Okay. Be careful when you bring that energy over here. Be careful. Might want to keep that energy under your breath. Just saying. %, that's what a lot of conservatives think. Well, hopefully that misconception keeps them out of California, because if they bring that energy up in here, it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. California, yeah, dude. Don't threaten me with a good time. You don't know shit about California. You think there's a goddamn thing communist about it. You've definitely been watching Fox News. You think that there is an iota of communism about California. You know what exists out here? Money or walk. That's what this state is. A lot of people come here thinking that. I talk about this quite a bit, but it's good when I got a bigger audience, right? So there's this, California is like a big rubber ball to a lot of people, right? They come here because they've got this idea in their head that we just hand it to people here. They show up with that goofy South Carolina idea, and they find out that hustlers don't get paid here, and they leave. And they go, oh shit, man, California fucking suck. Well, you got kicked, homie. No safety net. You are, if you know somebody that lives in California, right? There are two things you might be able to assume about that person. Number one, they hustle. Number two, they grind. That's it. That's it. You pay to play here. You pay to play. And your goofyism nobody's buying. So what are you going to sell? Better be ready to bust your ass 3 different ways if you want to settle here. Yep. Or you hit the skids quick. Going back home with a sad story to tell the North Carolina homies. Happens all the fucking time, bro. Yeah, seriously. I know. Go west of the 405. I know, dude. Celebrities like go to these little liberal enclaves in California and then go running out of it because they're like, California's too liberal. It's like, dude, please step outside of Beverly. Take one toe and put it outside of Beverly Hills and tell me what's what. Shut up. Joe's from Cali. Joe be fine. Joe got bubbled up in Cali. That's what happened to Joe. Joe started leaning hard on that conservative bubble. Joe was living in fucking West Hollywood. You're not going to find that there, right? Joe started buying into the Fox News propaganda that everywhere in California meant blue-haired college kid liberal, and fled to like one of the worst fucking states that you could possibly go to, dude. Texas. God bless the dead. You ever driven in Texas, bro? They call it the Big Empty for a reason, bro. You think Texas is just like full of big cities, full of little towns, bro? Most of Texas is just empty. Empty, flat land that ain't farmable. Just empty, empty, empty. They call it the Big Empty. Texas is a fucking wasteland, bro. And where did Joe go in Texas, too? Can anybody know where Joe went in Texas? Where's Joe? Where's Joe's studio? Where's Joe live near? Anybody know? I'll wait. Austin. So he goes, you know what Austin is? I've been to Austin, right? I used to live right near Austin, about an hour from Austin. I lived in San Antonio for a couple years, right? You know what Austin is, bro? You ever been to like Chinatown? Or like you go to like one of these little like places and it's got like a little Dutch town? You know what I'm talking about? Like where everybody kind of like they've got like local stuff. So it's like that, but for California. I'm not even fucking joking. Austin is like the little enclave of faux California town. Yeah, it's Little Cali. Cali town. So that's where this motherfucker moved. He moved to Little Cali. To escape Cali. Give me a fucking break, bro. People just don't know, bro. People just don't know. They have all these assumptions. Goofy. It's a goofy situation out there. Go fly around somebody else's head, dude. I'm only gonna warn you once, and then I'm just gonna go get the biscuit. I see 2 or 3 of you around here kicking because it was a little warmer today. You come up by my head again and it's on. I really honestly don't know Joe's whole shit. But just like I'm saying, don't buy the fallacy. You know what I mean? You could listen to the news. You could listen to people that came and bounced off this place. You know what I mean? Because they couldn't hustle it. Or you can understand what California is. The 5th largest economy in the world on its own. It funds every other goddamn state in this nation. And if it broke off from the rest of this nation and floated out into the Pacific a few hundred miles, would be the 5th most powerful fucking nation on the planet, day one. You just need to understand. California's on a different level. You can hate it. You can cry about it. But the truth of the matter is that we are a country within a country. And we're the only state that can credibly claim that. And if you don't like it, you can kick rocks. When you come here, you abide by California rules. You're not abiding by U.S. rules here. Not first. First, it's Cali rules. You can hate it. You can whine about it. You can cope about it, right? There's a lot of that, bro. Trust me. I'm from Cali. I hear the cope all the time when I talk about this. People be coping all the time. California 1 earthquake away from falling off the map, and that's facts. Bro, your fantasies from Kansas about California having a devastating earthquake and getting blown up so you can win, notwithstanding, bro, doesn't change. Oh, you're from Ohio? Don't even speak to me. Your mouth should be sealed on this topic, bro. Your mouth should be sealed on this topic, bro. You live in the flatlands, bro. You live in the big, flat nothingness of Ohio, bro. And you want to talk to me about California. You can't even speak. You can't even speak, homie. Ohio is dog shit. Lived there too for a couple months. Dog shit. Knock off Cali? Not even. Not even, bro. Doesn't even rise to that. Ohio is dog shit. That's what it is. Period, point blank. You can't even speak. Your mouth is sealed on this subject. Salty ass motherfucker. I can't wait till an earthquake destroys Cali. Do you think you're going to be the second best option when that happens? Then everybody will see Ohio for what it is. Fuck off, bro. First and 15th. Chicago, Maine. I got no respect for you Midwest motherfuckers, dude. Sorry. Thank you, baby.
You think you should follow up on our ugly politician, how she does tomorrow?
Yeah, we should. I like your beard, bro. Are you Muslim? Allahu Akbar. No. I can't even fathom living in Arkansas, bro. Tell me about it. Tell me about it, bro. I can't fathom living down south ever again. Ever again. Ever, ever, ever. I may not land in the West Coast ultimately. We'll see. But I will tell you where I won't be. It'll be south of that Mason-Dixon. Anywhere.
We can find somewhere that's as cheap. Somewhere in a state that's not in the South.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. And even if we can't, I'm willing to pay the premium.
Yeah.
I've been down there. I lived down there for years and years. I just don't fucking care to do it ever again. I prefer Arizona to most of the states of the East, Midwest, and South. Yeah, I'd say that too. The heat in Arizona is something else again, but I will tell you that because of that, the way that they build homes and stuff is like really like genuinely super efficient air conditioning stuff. And
no business is going to have a janky AC.
Right. You don't walk into a business and they're like, they got a bunch of fans going and it's fucking swampy hot in there. It just doesn't happen. People will die. So it's just like, you know, when I lived in Arizona, really what I had to give up was the ability to be outside all the fucking time like I like to be. But what you gain is winter and fall in Arizona are like paradise.
Right? And it helps with allergies just because most of the shit's dead.
Well, it's a sterile environment.
Yeah.
Nothing naturally is pollinating there.
Yeah.
And so, you know, my allergies were just, I actually think living in Arizona is what caused me to have horrible allergies. Because prior to moving to Arizona, when I just had grown here, I really didn't have allergies. I was allergic to one pollen that I knew of, which was yellow mustard. And moved to Arizona to the sterile environment, and honestly had no allergy problems when I was there. It was really good. Moved back to Cali, to the area that I grew up from, and
Your immune system was like, oh,
yep,
hell no.
was like, what is all this shit? And I'm allergic to every goddamn thing on the fucking planet. So it's a, there are things to be said for that kind of like desert thing. Like it's a trade, right? It really is. And I hate to be that guy, but it's a different kind of heat than we have here. It is. Not a touch of moisture in it ever, unless you're in monsoon season, and then you got rainstorms and it's 100 degrees outside, which talk to me about that. It's fucking nuts. And those summers are brutal, but fall, winter is something else, dude. I mean, it really is. It is like paradise there. It's just 70 degrees, easy to walk around, and then like a super dry environment like that in the winter, and it being 70 degrees, it's just a beautiful feeling, right? And so you trade. It's like people that live in Arizona live for that winter, fall time.
Yeah, that's
Spring.
why a bunch of old people live there, so their arthritis doesn't
Yep.
act up and shit.
Yep. And there are places in Arizona too that they go, like Flagstaff, right? In the summer is way up higher in elevation, so it's way cooler than it is down on the desert floor. So a lot of old people live in Flagstaff in the summer, come down the mountain in the winter, and then a lot of people do the opposite. They live and work in Arizona in the summer and wait for the winter, then they snow bunny up to fucking Flagstaff. So how's Atlanta? I've never lived in Atlanta. So I really can't speak on it. I'll be honest with you. I got broads in Atlanta. I got broads in the A. They think I'm a designer. Atlanta has some rough spots, but it's not known for high crime. I mean, certain spots of Atlanta are probably pretty fucking known for high crime. Atlanta's got some hoods. I mean, like, what I know about Atlanta is like trap lore from listening to rap music stuff. It really is. It's like out of Atlanta, the big group that came out of that area was Cash Money, which was kind of spearheaded by Juvenile. They were from that. They were kind of pioneered that Southern sound to my Western ear, right? We're in the first. Obviously, there are people rapping down there, but like they really kind of like broke that sound out into the national market, and really, it never let go. Like a lot of the lingo that you hear in rap now is so touched by that Southern influence. It's like I was listening to a dude that I liked the other day, Lil Mosey. He's from Seattle. But when you listen to him, he drags every word. You know what I mean? That lazy drag to his voice, and that like not hitting the consonants hard, dragging the vowel. That is all that Southern fucking, like back in the rap days, it was what you hear is not a test. And then Juvenile comes out, baby G, got your Glock on fire, man, G. Just like, don't hit the consonants. Let that fucking Southern vernacular roll off the tongue like it does, right? And then people from now, you got Lil Mosey in Seattle rapping like that, right? All these years later. Andre 3000's from Atlanta. There's a number of artists, right, that are from down that way, right? Master P, am I wrong, is from down that way. Maybe not Atlanta, but he's a Southern guy, right? And then you got Paul Wall, who did that like candy paint kind of style out of Texas, right? Chop and screw shit that started to happen. And now that shit has all been integrated into the modern vernacular of hip hop. And you got Lil Dude up in Seattle spitting that same way, right?
saw the neighbor dog Dale come out, but he didn't come nowhere near the fence this time. He's sick of dino shit.
Oh. Yeah, maybe so.
Like, I tried to be your friend, but you were too mean.
Dale don't want you no more. Well, I was keeping him from going over there, so I think maybe Dale, like, just got the idea. So I've been really trying to work with him, like, when I hear it, before he gets going, I make him come over to me and sit. And I tell him stay. And when he starts revving, I'm trying to work on him.
It seems like Dale's working on it, too.
Yeah. Man, tomorrow is going to be wild. 3:24. Forgot to reset this.
Oh, with the time change.
Yep. It was correct, but just an hour ahead. There we go. I know one rapper from Seattle, he's pretty good, but very gloomy like his city. Yeah.
Or would you say, like, Macklemore fits into the equation?
Macklemore?
Like, where does he pull from the most, do you think?
Style-wise? Yeah. The reason Macklemore got popular was because Macklemore pulled from an old bouncy hip-hop style from the East Coast. So, like, New York-ish kind of sounding style. That's at least that so that I'm talking about the jazzy sample, the boom, bum, 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 with the saxophone or a clarinet or whatever that is. That sort of thing, that sort of beat was really typical of the 90s in New York. Yeah, the thrift shop song, yeah. I'm gonna pop some tags, only got $20 with that little bouncy jazz beat. It's quintessential East Coast shit.
Would you say Sir Mix-a-Lot's the only one from Seattle that kind of, like, really did some Seattle sound, or?
Sir Mix-a-Lot?
Yeah.
See, no, because Mix-a-Lot, yeah, I mean, he brought a little bit of Seattle to it, but Mix-a-Lot came out at a time where it was all California gangster rap, and he was West Coast, and so he brought that to it. He just took a step away, I think, from, like, the G-Funk shit. He was less, I'm gonna kick back and ride, and more aggressive. Is Macklemore done? I would have said yes, but when we went to Vegas, as we pulled in, he was playing all these Vegas casinos and shit. So I think that Macklemore's still making a lot of money. I think he might be done as a dude that you could expect to. He was just sniffing under there at eaves of the house. It's like, get away from there. You don't need to be up under there.
But you just don't think he's going to be a chart topper again?
Maybe. Like, he might collab with somebody and do something big. But as far as, like, his career, I think it's doing just fine. Dude, he was playing a ton of casinos in the Vegas area. You remember we saw billboards, Macklemore here, Macklemore there, Macklemore here, right? So he's playing at all these Vegas casinos and shit. You know he's making money. Like, just from, like, a guy like Artie Lang, I know how much money a performer makes when they, you know, sell out the Bellagio, right? So Artie Lang would make about 30 grand for selling out the Bellagio. $30,000 for an hour and a half long appearance, right? So I would imagine Macklemore is probably making 30 every time, right? So he stops, he does a week in Vegas, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. He doesn't have to work the rest of his fucking year. You know what I mean? Like,
and good old Frankie Valli, he was doing all the Vegas shit, and he paid a lot of debt that way.
Yeah. And it's probably even higher depending on the artist, right? Artie Lang was big because he was on the Howard Stern show, and big because he was like a dirty blue comic, willing to do. It was just a cat. That's not adjusted for inflation. That's like 2006, 2008 numbers, right? That's when Artie was just very open about how much money he would make from a gig. It's 30 grand or he doesn't show up at a big gig like that, right? He just gets, and it's fucking cash up front. He gets paid that night. That's just the way it works. So if that's happening in 2008, it's probably more like 50 or 60 now. You know what I mean? But it just gives you an idea, right? So who was there when we were there? Who was the big headliner that everybody was? I'm trying to remember. Somebody was there.
Oh, weren't you saying that it was Posty?
Well, Post was doing a show in Vegas while we were there. But there was somebody that was headlining like a multiple shows, like only here. It's this, I can't remember who it was. But they had a big giant thing that was getting pushed. And that band for that, right, or whoever it was, that act, to sit in the MGM Grand or in the Bellagio and be their artist for a week or 2 weeks or 3 months or whatever the deal is, right? They're getting paid 30, 40 a show. Bang, 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 cash in hand, because it's bringing asses into the fucking, it's a loss leader for them, right? They pay the artist. They're giving away free tickets to see the artist as part of like your casino benefit package, or you played this much, right? Post Malone is the biggest loser I know of. Man, that sounds like hate to me. Like, I'm not a big fan of him charging his fans $400 to see him, but on the flip, like, you can't really call him a loser, can you? The dude's a multi-millionaire. He makes whatever music he wants for a living. He's got a kid, right? He's doing good, right? From where you're sitting, or nah? You got him beat. You got him beat a little bit. What are you flexing? So that's what I know about Post Malone. He's rich as fuck. He owns his own fucking ranch. He's got a kid. Never has to work again. Does whatever he wants creatively for a living. Where are you sitting at, Michael? I'm waiting to hear. I'm waiting to hear from you, bud. U2 or the Dead at the Sphere? Pink Floyd is the answer. Pink Floyd at the Sphere would be fucking wild. Tool at the Sphere? Can you imagine? Tool at the Sphere. That's the band. That was a look at me comment. Yeah, he just disappeared like a pussy bitch. He didn't get banned or nothing. He just disappeared. He just poofed out like a little... See, that's what I'm talking about, though. That was a goofy, and he got a mouthful of California fucking flat hand. And what did he do? Did he woof back? No. He sat there like a little bitch and disappeared. It's like that goofy in action, bro. Yeah. Pocket watching, I know. People are just fucking lame, dude. Goofies. Hi, ramen noodles. I'm gonna put the heart on that. See? Ding! It got hearted. I like that. Just a little money hello. Everybody's favorite. My personal favorite way for somebody to say, hi, how are you? The baked wizard. You got me, bro. That is me. Radagast the Brown, bro. Say, I don't mean to sound mean or anything, but you look like a garden gnome. I do, kind of like with the hat and everything. Hold on. What's a pose that a garden gnome be doing? Like I like that one. That one where he's like holding his belly like he's laughing. That's the garden gnome I would be. The one with he's like, that's me. That's my garden gnome. It is true. I am kind of cutting a garden gnome, you know, but whatever, dude. You gotta have a hat on. It's cold. What do you want, my little fucking poor like ears to get cold? It's cold. My poor little ears, dude. Yeah, dude. Maintain your lawn better, dude. You don't know cold. Okay, well, fair enough. Don't flex on me, though. All right, this is a no flex zone. Okay? So you think you're going to come in here and flex on me because you live in some frozen ass shit? Okay, you ain't going to do it, dude. This is a no flex zone. Why? They know better. And if they don't, they learn. Don't come in here flexing on me, okay? It's my backyard, okay? Don't come stepping into your backyard and going like, you look like a pussy ass bitch. Nah. This is my backyard we're sitting in, man, not yours. You're gonna keep it respectful. Don't get a fresh mouth with me. You get a fresh mouth, you're gonna find out how we deal with freshness at Cali. Only people that get to manufacture fresh shit is us. Paul. I'm gonna heart that one too. Look at that. Bam. I'm just gonna start putting hearts on these bitches. Thank you. Skin 'em a rinky dinky dink. Oh, shit. Tomorrow's gonna be wild, y'all. Wild. Wiggity, 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 whack. Oof. Are those solar panels? Nah, bro. That's not what they are. Dude, I could understand somebody asking a question like that if this was like 2002. Are those solar panels back there? But dude, in 2024, motherfuckers are still jaw dropped when they see a solar panel. What's happening? Where the fuck are you at, dude? Gobsmacked because there's a solar panel. Bro, do my eyes deceive me? They're equally perplexed by the fact that it's still day where I am. I know. Well, I'm kind of perplexed by that too, to be honest with you. It's still, the sun is still out? Where the fuck is this guy? China? 我说中文。It's so nice having a beard. You just get like this big fistful of joy every time you touch your face. It's wonderful. You guys are missing out, you beardless bitches. No beard having motherfuckers. Normalize the beards. Beards for all. That's what I say. I don't like how I look with a beard. Why not? Probably look great, dude. Everybody looks great with a beard. Beard spruces up anybody's fucking look, dude. Dude, my fit would be so weird if I didn't have a beard, bro. My whole personality would be so weird. I don't even want to think about it, bro. The beard is part of it all. The beard brings everything together. It's like a big flag. It lets people know what you're about from a distance. Like, oh, I see. That's a bearded motherfucker right there. Okay, okay. I'm gonna praise him differently now. See? Yeah, it's makeup for dudes, but we just don't ever take it off, you know? What are you gonna do? Anyway, good night, y'all. Did you make, dude, was the real lesson the friends we made along the way? This dude's good nighting everybody like it's the social club. Oh, that's a good song. Fly? Don't do it. Is that no-fly zone? My token? I honestly don't know, man. I do know. I do know. It's GMO is what it's called. And it's really good. Top shelf, California, whatever the fuck. Does it matter? I guess it does. Stoner to stoner, I guess sometimes it does matter. Backyard fun country boy. What are you toking? What are you smoking? I'm not joking. A lot of people go like, is your beard itchy? Kinda, not really though. It's not even itchy, it just feels really good because here's the thing. It's weight, right? All this hair has weight, so it's kind of like pulling a little bit down on your, and so it just feels good to like get in there and like spread those follicles around a little bit. Gotta keep the beard. It's not even real, it's not that it's itchy. Yeah. Just feels good. Oh, you're ready for your victory laps tomorrow? Nobody wins tomorrow. What victory lap am I supposed to take tomorrow? Who wins tomorrow? How do I win tomorrow? Wait a minute. What's going on? All right. Let me be a counteract. Let me counteract a little bit of the voices that you're hearing about this election because people are fucking riled up about this shit, y'all. So let's really just like let's pare it down. No matter where you stand on the spectrum, right? Whether you're a Trumper, I'm sure quite a few of you are. Whether you're a Kamala Harris person, which I'm sure quite a few of you are. Whether you're somebody that's still undecided or didn't participate or isn't going to participate, whatever the fuck, right? There's this idea that the world is going to end tomorrow, right? It's not. Everything's going to be chill, right? There's probably going to be some rioting and shit. That's not very chill. But I'm talking about like just the average, like life will go on, right? I want to be one of those voices, right? Because I think a lot of the reason why we have the two candidates we have is because we have been oppressed by this like fear of imminent doom, right? And so we just continuously shave away at our principles until there's nothing left of them, right? In supporting these people, one side or the other, right? And so I would rather just go like, I'd rather you guys hear from me what I believe the truth to be, which is that nothing fundamentally will change. Whoever wins, And, you know, the amount of worry and fear that I see being pumped into people and stuff constantly, dude, tomorrow's going to be crazy. And, you know, I hope everybody's safe and stuff, because I do think that, like, there's pretty good indicators that there's going to be some riots, there's going to be some crazy shit. But as far as, like, democracy itself, the world order itself remaining intact, that will happen. You know, you'll wake up on Wednesday and Walmart will be open. Starbucks will be serving pumpkin spice lattes and shit. It's like, there's too many people that, like, are acting like we're about to fucking face the end of, you know, history. And it's just not going to be that way, dude. So, there you go. Yep, Trump won. See you at work tomorrow. Kamala won. See you at work tomorrow. Yep. Trump won. Bills are due. Kamala won. Bills are due. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like so many people talking like that's it. You know what I mean? No civil war? No. Listen, dude. Can I be frank with you about the Civil War shit, right? Let's be real about it. Let's break it down. Have you guys seen the numpty motherfuckers that wander around that are just like ride or die political fucks on both sides? You've seen them, right? Numpty. Shambolic, some might say. Right? It's absolutely fucking insane, fat, stupid, dumb, scared, little fat, old boomer people, right? Okay. Those are the people that are going to jump off a civil war over politics. Most people don't want to get out of the fucking recliner, bro. Most people don't want to turn off the fucking new 4K OLED TV they bought. Ain't nobody hitting the street. You kidding me? January 6th will never happen again. There will be so many fucking military people crawling all over the goddamn place if there's any kind of fucking signs that there's going to be a riot. Don't even worry about it, bro. They might. People are crazy. Nah. You conveniently forgot how I started. Fat, stupid, numpty, shambolic motherfuckers are the ones that you're expecting to go that crazy and jump out in the street with M16 and a bunch of people are going to follow them and there's going to be a revolution. No, dude. Ain't happening, bro. Who's leading it? How you going to have a fucking revolution in the form of a civil war? Who's leading the civil war, bro? Trump? Get fucking real, homie. None of these motherfuckers want to hop out the trailer and have shit pop off. None of these motherfuckers are even prepared for that. So let's be frank about it. All these people preaching doom and gloom and revolution, civil war, democracy ending, they're just fucking literal grifters, dude. They're just looking to amp your fear up at a time where everybody wants to amp your fucking fear up. Who's your George Washington? Huh? Fly? Deadass serious, bro. I'm gonna go get the fucking shotgun. Why not? Trump started Jan 6th. All right, January 6th. Can we be frank about January 6th? January 6th was entirely enabled by the fact that the fucking cops failed to provide the right kind of coverage for the goddamn Capitol when there was 100,000 people in town for politics, right? It'll never happen again. January 6th, dudes were farting in the fucking rotunda, right? Running around taking selfies, right? Let's be real about what happened on January 6th. Did it suck? Yeah. Was it like anything like you'd imagine a coup being? No. Right? So there you go. Yeah. Like literally just telling on themselves. Every last one of them had a cell phone, and now all the ones that broke things, that kicked their feet up on desks for the social media memes and stuff, are in prison. This was not well thought out, guys. So I think everybody just needs to take a deep fucking breath. Like in through the nose, out through the mouth, and really, really just, you know, yeah, realign that chi, bro. Everybody's a little bit fucking crazy right now. And the craziest thing is that after the election, everybody that's got their hair on fire, everything will just be like normal. It'll be fucking eggs Benedict and Canadian ham and shit. It's fucking crazy. Watch it. It's like all this fucking tension will blow off and all this crazy rhetoric will be like in the past. It's like, what the fuck? When China starts goose stepping on US soil, you can start worrying. Yeah. You can start worrying. I'm Paul, my friend, went to a rally recently and nobody there was reasonable. Boo! Yeah, reasonability is a fucking commodity these days that is not easy to get, right? It's a commodity that is not entirely simply acquired. I don't know what you were expecting. Yeah, I have a coworker who's actually losing sleep because he thinks Trump wins, he could end up in an internment camp. Oh my God, bro. Okay. Let's follow the logic here. What do the people in power expect from Kamala and Trump, right? What do the billionaires expect? They expect to continue making money hand over fist, right? So let me ask you guys a question. Does queer money spend? If the answer is yes, you're fine. Does Puerto Rican money spend? The answer is yes, you're fine. Does black people's money spend? If the answer is yes, you're fine. You see? Will she Juan Zhao. I think there's a chance Trump actually does something based. He's still got no worry about re-election because he'll be on his second term. I don't believe this shit about him destroying democracy. Yeah, it's just panic, 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 panic. Everybody, you better fire it up. You better get fucking scared because everybody else is scared. And if you're not scared, then you're not doing it right. Everybody knows you make your best decisions when you're terrified. Everybody knows that when you're off in fucking hoo-hoo la-la land, that's when you make your best decisions. So let's all fucking just like... He said he will be dictator day one. He also said he was going to fucking legalize weed. Do you believe that? Which one was he lying about? Said he was going to legalize weed, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. You think he's going to do those things? I'll wait. I want to hear from you. You and I are talking now. Think he's going to do those things? Said a lot of stuff. Right? You think he's going to do it? If the answer is no, then why do you think he's going to be a dictator on day one? Because he said it. He said he was going to do that. He said he was going to do this. Why is the answer he's not going to do that to that, but he is going to do that to this? Give me an answer. He did ban Muslims and was very unfair with protesters of Black Lives Matter. You mean like the Biden administration was very unfair with students protesting against the genocide going on in Gaza? Show me the functional fucking difference. You get a cop, you get a cop. Kamala's a literal cop. So if you're talking about Kamala being fucking light and airy with protesters that pop up during her theoretical first term, you better fucking just set it aside, homeboy. She's a cop. She's already showed you what she'll do. He did put tariffs that ruined my country. Sucks to be you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry that as goes the United States, so goes the world, but I can't fucking change that shit. Your country ain't gonna thrive under no Kamala Harris. Vote for Kamala is a vote for communism. If a vote for Kamala was a vote for communism, I would be sitting here cheerleading Kamala Harris so fucking hard, your head would spin. Every one of you would want to puke from hearing it out of me. It's so fucking stupid. Like, you'd literally want to vomit from hearing it out of me. I'd be so simping so hard. Marxists are just lazy. If only that fit the narrative. I tell you what, bud. Don, pick up a book called Death in the Haymarket and read it and tell me about those lazy Marxists. Okay? I'm just being real, dude. Learn the history of the Gilded Age labor revolution that happened in this country and who led it. It was Marx. And then tell me about them lazy Marxists who got you your 40-hour work week and your 8-hour work day. Yeah, tell me about them lazy Marxists. They are slaves. Are you retarded, sir? I just got done telling you that everything that you enjoy as a working person, every protection you enjoy, was bought at the blood, sweat, and tears of Marxists just after the fucking Civil War. in the Gilded Age in this country? And your answer is they are slaves? Are you retarded, sir? Are you retarded? Are you too dumb to be having this conversation with me? It will be government, then everyone else. Fuck a union. Yeah, fuck every... Dude, yeah, you're right. Fuck every worker protection that has protected your yokel ass your whole fucking life. You're right, dude. You're right, dude. You changed my whole fucking mind, dude. Here I am, a lifelong labor advocate, and you just changed my mind with that one dumb, uninformed, throwaway piece of bullshit. No, I'm not retarded, but Marxists are. Those Marxists won you every bit of worker protections that you have in this country. Not just unions, homeboy. Your 8-hour fucking work day, your 40-hour work week, your overtime. Guess what that is? Guess what overtime is, Dawn? That's a Marxist win. Marxists right here in this country won that for you. You better get down on your knees and suck a Marxist dick. You work for yourself? Psst. Doing what? You a business owner in here talking like that? What business? What do you do for business? Talk dumb shit? What do you do for business, bro? You talk like a caveman. What do you do for business, bro? Get him out of here? No. He's in the eye of Sauron. This dumb motherfucker just keeps ignoring everything I'm saying. No, he's in the eye. He's in the vortex now. What do you do for business, bitch? How you work for yourself? Where you at? Why are you so quiet now? You such a little church mouse? Why you such a little church mouse when somebody woofs back? See, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Callie does not cotton goofies. Don't bring your goofy bullshit to me. I've been to school, homeboy. I read a book or 3. Don't bring that goofy shit in here. It's going to put you on a spotlight and you're going to end up feeling dumb like you do right now. Just don't even pop. Yep. Modern workers' rights were implemented and given structure by Karl Marx's International Workers' Union. Marx and Engels are why Americans have an 8-hour workday, why they have worker protections, why they have overtime pay, why they have sick leave, why they have the ability to end their labor contract at will, why they have all of this shit that people take for granted came at the blood of Marxists in this country. And that's just historical fact. But talk to me about how Marxists are lazy. Talk to me about how Marxism is pussy shit. Marxism this, Marxism that. Paul, you are right, but I think you're still talking about social democracy. No, I'm talking about Karl Marx leading unions that were doing fucking direct action here in the United States that won you every single protection that you have as a worker in this country, as eroded as it is. Where do you think the term Marxist comes from? Karl Marx. Yes, Ingalls was a factory owner who exploited labor. Yes, he was. Next. In Mexico, we had a whole revolution about that. It was almost communist revolution. Yeah, I would imagine. Yep. The fact that you didn't work in a fucking sweatshop since you were 9 years old, thank a Marxist. Even though that they've taken that away now. We're putting fucking 12, 13, 14-year-olds back to work. But let's not talk about that. Better things to do than read books, nerd. Then let me escort you to a better thing to do, you dumb fuck. There you go. Pretty fucking simple shit. Get out of here, you fucker. Oh, fuck. I have things set up is just so fucking counterproductive. You know what I need more than anything in the fucking world, bro? I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll tell you right now what I fucking need. Okay? But don't buzz me, bro. Don't buzz me. I'll tell you right now what I need. I need a personal assistant. I need a PA, yo. What happened? Hey, baby. When do the polls close?
In like the
Just
very
when
first
do the
states.
first
Okay.
polls close?
Okay. So first one will be 7 p.m. ET. Is Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, South Carolina, Vermont. And
So like
Virginia.
3 our time?
4 our time.
4 our time. Okay. Oh my god. Dude, in my absence, Phoebe just like putting people up on game, dude. You love to see it. You love to see it, bro. Oh shit, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I'm drawing you as a garden gnome right now. You can't send no links, no, homeboy. You don't get to send no links, no. Nope. You don't get to like fucking trick people, catfish people with links, post like, fucking surprise porn. Nah, dude. Them's is the hard rules, bro. Them's is the hard rules. Yeah, throw it in TJ's Discord, at me on Twitter. That's not the best you can do. I mean, you can do a bunch of shit. At TJ on Twitter, at me on Twitter, at Deep Fat Fried on Twitter. There's like 90 million things that you could do that isn't posting fucking willy-nilly in my chat. Yep. Only mods can link, and typically only when I request that they do so, or that they request can they do so. It's not even something they do willy-nilly, so no. I'm easy to find, dude. I'm at Paul's Ego everywhere. Except Instagram. I think that's a fake account or whatever the fuck. I don't think I was able to secure at Paul's Ego before people... I was a little late to the game on the social media stuff. Is Jesus God or a prophet of God? Neither. The community's mod group is in such lockstep with your rules for keeping the vibe pristine. I know. The people here would not have a wrench if they weren't. Why would I have somebody that opposes that hard and fast rule that I keep, that the vibe has to be fucking immaculate? I just wouldn't do it, man. I wouldn't empower that person ever. So what is Jesus, a human being? I think it's debatable whether he was ever a human being. I mean, there were, I think, 11 Jesuses, right? Literal people named Yeshua who were lionized as the Messiah just within Jewish tradition. And so I think that the idea that this particular guy who breaks all of these rules historically didn't exist is pretty debatable, right? So Jesus might just be allegorical like Thor, right? Like Lao Tzu. So there you go. Jesus is God. Man, you just won the internet with that one, bro. Get your ass banned up out of here, bitch. Be all capping in my fucking chat. Well, Lao Tzu is thought to be an idealized version of someone who collected proverbs. It's considered by most scholars to be a multi-author work. So the Tao Te Ching is more a collection of proverbs attributed to a kind of idealized Taoist saint sitting alone at the top of a mountain and observing the Tao and observing the goings-on of humanity as one might observe ants, right? He's like a mythical figure on the mountain. And who wrote the Tao Te Ching is not known, right? More than likely, Phoebes, he is an allegory. There is no express proof either way that I've been able to divine. But what I can understand is that most scholars agree that the Tao Te Ching is a multi-author work, a collection of anecdotes and allegories, perhaps reinterpreted by one single author, but attributed to a pen name, Lao Tzu, right? So it would be like an author collecting a bunch of anecdotes from other authors and then publishing them under maybe not even other authors, other thinkers, other philosophers, right? And then publishing them under a pen name, right? And establishing that pen name as this kind of mythical Taoist figure who lives on a mountain and to whom people can make pilgrimages. And there's even like a line that Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, right, was a student of Lao Tzu's in Taoist tradition, right? Taoist tradition, because there's such a connection between Taoism and Theravada Buddhism, Eastern religion in general, right? Because there's such connective tissue there that you know, there's mythology and myth and like anything, right? And one of those pieces of mythology is that the Buddha himself was, in his younger life, a student of Lao Tzu's. He made a pilgrimage to Lao Tzu's home in the mountains of Western China, and he, you know, or I guess Eastern China. I don't even want to get into it. He made a pilgrimage, right? And there's absolutely nothing to back that in historical record or otherwise, right? But that is part of the tradition, right? So Socrates was not a person, right? Socrates was an invention, kind of a co-invention of Aristotle and Plato, for the same reason that there is Lao Tzu, right? So there needs to be a father of your method, a father of your line of thinking that you can refer back to, right? This is just poetic storytelling. And so for Plato and later Aristotle, it was Socrates, right? Socrates is this idealized version of a philosophical form, so idealized that he was willing to kill himself rather than being subject to what he believed to be unfair exile from what he believed to be the center of the philosophical universe. He was asked to leave Athens. He said, "I will not. I would sooner kill myself." He drank hemlock. He died, right? So he's this idealized version of a person that never existed, that is used as a referential point for the fountain of this type of philosophical thought. In his case, the Socratic method, right? And so, once again, you're talking about mythology being woven with history. But the modern world we know are using methods. Yes, Plato and Aristotle were genuine people who lived, genuine philosophical thinkers who likely collected much of their philosophy just in the same way that whoever wrote the Tao Te Ching collected theirs, right? And mythologized it to a certain extent because that made it more palatable, that made it more acceptable at the time, right? I'm but a humble student of the great Socrates, right? Shakespeare is another one, yes. Shakespeare is another person that a lot of people assume he existed, right? But there is strong evidence that Shakespeare was a pen name. And there are a number of possible Shakespeare culprits, all dead now, right? And this type of thing, and you think about Shakespeare, a far more contemporary figure, right? than Jesus or Siddhartha Gautama or Lao Tzu or Socrates, right? The grave of Genghis Khan was never found, probably because it doesn't exist. This idea that this warlord died and his riches were ritualistically taken somewhere, buried, and then all the people that buried it and were killed is part of the mythology of Genghis Khan. You want to know where the riches of Genghis Khan's grave went? D, you want to go inside? You look very cold and annoyed by that one little shit fly. Here you go, bud. But you want to know where the riches of what would have been the grave of Genghis Khan ended up? In the hands of all of his retainers, the soldiers, anybody who could grab a fistful and run. You want to know what happened to his body? It was probably burned, and the ashes were probably scattered on the steps that he was born on. This idea that they created some massive tomb for this guy that's been secret all these years is utter bullshit. The riches that he accumulated as a warlord and as the leader of the Mongol armies and shit, those riches, right, were immediately distributed, immediately hawked off, immediately stolen by every person close to him, every servant, every retainer, every soldier that could get a fistful of gold or an idol from across the planet or wherever the fuck he'd accumulated. They took it, they grabbed it, they sold it, and it spread to the five winds. That's why there's no hoard, right? And that's probably also why the myth of his burial place was created. The people that stole all of his money probably created this myth. We have none of his wealth. A certain retinue was taken, a tomb was built, and then one trusted member of the Khan's retinue was slaughtered the entire workforce. And then he himself was slaughtered upon returning to camp. You know what I mean? And nobody knows. Alexander the Great is buried on Mars. I've never heard that bullshit, bro. I don't know who's talking bullshit to you, but somebody's speaking some booty chatter in your ear if you heard that. They didn't bury him on no Mars, bro. What happened to Alexander the Great is probably the same thing that happened to Genghis Khan, right? Or Genghis Khan, right? His entire retinue, the people that were closest to him, probably looted dry everything from his accumulated wealth, spread it to the five winds, and then mythologized him. That's what happened, right? It's very rare to find these undisturbed tombs filled with riches, right? One of the most resplendent was found in Ur. A lot of people don't know this. The royal death pits of Ur were not uncovered for a long, long time. I think in the 70s, they started to dig out the royal death pits in what we now know as the ancient Mesopotamian city of Ur. And they found all of this crazy stuff down there because these death pits were designed to keep people from getting into them. There were layers upon layers of rock and different chambers and stuff to get down to these royal things, right? But it's very rare to find these, right? One of the reasons why like King Tut's tomb was so amazing was because most of these tombs were looted just probably days or months after these pharaohs died. This idea that you can just bury that much gold out in the desert somewhere and leave it unattended and nobody's going to come get it, right? And so King Tutankhamun's tomb had been broken. The outer seal of the tomb had been broken, but the inner tomb of Tutankhamun had not been discovered. And so that's why it was so filled with riches and so resplendent with all of this gold and all of this stuff that was made from that time, right? But that's very uncommon. As we, like, from anthropological evidence and archaeological evidence, we know that most of these leaders, right, had their tombs looted completely dry. One significant example is in China. Emperor Qin, the first emperor of China, right? Or I think his dynasty was the Qin dynasty. Emperor Qin, Qin, right? His burial place is known, his burial mound is known, and China has maintained it as a site that cannot be opened until the present day. Yeah, Qin Shi Huang, or Qin Shi Huang. And he has a burial mound, right? And the stories of what's in there are just absolutely insane. But you remember the first emperor's retinue, the guardians of that tomb were excavated back in the 60s or something. We're talking about the terracotta army, right? So think about that. But where his body is has never been disturbed, and according to Chinese law, cannot be disturbed. So think about what the fuck's in there, bro. The first emperor of China? China has plans to invade the West, starting with Taiwan. Shock, shock. Like, wow. Does the sun have plans on rising tomorrow morning? Like, tell me another one. Yeah, the Oak Island treasure, where there's all these like man traps and booby traps that are blah, 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 blah. I don't think there's any fucking shit down there, but maybe there is. But if there is, I don't think anybody's going to get at it. I don't like when people make gay jokes. That shit isn't funny. Huh? You said what, dude? Who are you talking about, man? Who are you even talking to? Another one of One-Eyed Willie's booby traps. Where's the grave of Miyamoto Musashi? I have no fucking clue. You're asking me about too many graves, bro. I'm out of here.